Tonight, the fairytale wedding between William and Kate takes place as the world pauses and watch. Police Commissioner's son charged with drug manufacturing, and exclusive interview with one of the most talented YouTube artists in Perth for the Boombox music concert.
Big, it's good to meet other successful people and feed off them, you know. Pick their brains, how they did it.
Prince William and Kate Middleton were finally married yesterday after knowing each other for 10 years.
A lot of celebrities and political figures, including Australian Prime Minister Julia Gillard, have attended the wedding party.
Prince William and Catherine Middleton have been pronounced man and wife as they married in a historic fairy tale ceremony at Westminster Abbey. The future king and his beautiful bride pledged their love for one another in the ancient surroundings, watched by billions across the globe. In a stunning ivory gown designed by Sarah Burton at Alexander McQueen, Catherine walked up the red carpeted aisle as a commoner. But, with her new husband at her side and a ring on her finger, the former Miss Middleton became HRH, the Duchess of Cambridge. William was made a duke by the Queen earlier. Catherine leaves the Abbey a princess, the newest member of the royal family, and a future Queen Catherine. In the presence of the Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh, the Prince of Wales, and Catherine's parents, Carol and Michael Middleton, William placed Catherine's simple gold wedding band on her finger. Shibs Way, DHK News.
The son of the WA Police Commissioner has pleaded guilty in a Perth court to attempting to manufacture drugs. Russell O'Callaghan, the 29-year-old son of Commissioner Carl O'Callaghan, was charged after an explosion at a house in the Perth suburb of Carlisle in March. During a brief court appearance yesterday, he admitted to a charge of attempting to manufacture methamphetamine. The court was told the amount being manufactured was up to 1.2 grams of the drug. He has been released on bail until he is sentenced in June.
YouTube celebrities are preparing for the Boombox music concert coming up mid-next month. This week, two of the most talented youth local Perth artists, Adrian Lee and Jacob Lam, are getting themselves ready for the performance. I spoke to them exclusively during their rehearsal time. In the good old days, you had to rely on the traditional media to give you fame and fortune. But now it's just one click away. Adrian Lee, a talented youth piano player, is now top 10 on music. How about Jacob Lam? Well, even though his channel isn't a ratings winner, but he's good at eating the whole 5-kilogram chicken in 1 minute.
Girl, you've got to be what tomorrow needs.
Or playing violin can be his talent. What do you hope to achieve in the Boombox music?
Pick up chicks.
And anything else?
Get more more well known in Australia, or
And you?
Pick up chicks.
Anything else?
Meet J.S. Lee.
Okay.
Hey.
Haven't you seen Jess Lee or real person?
on YouTube, yes.
Yeah, on
on
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're sisters.
Twins, right?
Yeah, twins. Two of them. There's two of us. We're both single.
So, do you think that the Boombox music tour can boost your popularity on a whole new level?
Hopefully, because Perth is pretty small, so hopefully if it goes like globally, then that'll be pretty sweet. Niga Higa, big fan of him. Andrew Garcia, I think is the other performer. He's an amazing musician. And just meeting like the other supporting acts. I mean, to make it to Boombox, it must be great. So it'll be an opportunity to see them perform in real life instead of just behind a TV screen.
Both of them will perform together as a team in the Boombox Perth music concert. You'll have to wait and see their performance. Just a quick reminder that other famous YouTube celebrities, including Kev Jumper, Niga Higa, Jessie Lee, Andrew Garcia, and the others, will be performing for you live at the Boombox Music Tour at Tuesday, 17th of May 2011 evening. Please stick with us for all latest exclusive interviews and highlights of the events.
To some Hong Kong stories. The Mass Transit Railway Corporation has revised downwards its planned fare rise from 2.3 to 2.2%. The adjustment was made in light of new inflation figures published today. The MTRC had announced the previous figure in March. The new fares will take effect in June.
One of the US final space shuttles, the Endeavour, has launched into space. It's delivering a new class of physics instruments to the International Space Station on NASA's next-to-last shuttle flight. Isabel Huther has more.
The all-veteran crew is led by Mark Kelly, husband of Arizona Democratic Representative Gabriel Giffords. He is recovering from a January 8 shooting that killed 6 people and injured 12 others. Kelly says doctors have cleared Giffords, now recovering in Houston, from a gunshot wound to the head, as healthy enough to attend the space shuttle launch, which President Barack Obama also plans to attend. Gifford has not been seen in public since the attack outside an Arizona grocery store. After one final shuttle flight in June to deliver a year's worth of supplies, the International Space Station will depend on smaller cargo ships from Russia, Europe and Japan. Endeavour, which will be making its 25th and final space mission, is expected to stay in orbit for up to 16 days. Isabel Hoover, DHK News.
After being hounded by presidential hopeful by property tycoon Donald Trump for evidence of his US citizenship, Barack Obama has released the full version of his birth certificate, which confirms the details of his birth in Hawaii. President Obama has stated that the controversy whipped up by the Donald over his birth as a sideshow to distract from the real issues facing the US presidency.
The White House has released a longer version of President Obama's US birth certificate in an attempt to quiet charges from some Republicans that he was not born in the country. Questions about his birth have been pushed in recent weeks by real estate tycoon Donald Trump, who says he's considering a run for the 2012 Republican presidential nomination. The new document confirms what a shorter version had said, that Obama was born in Hawaii on August 4, 1961. But provides a little more information, such as that he was born at Capilliani Maternity and Gynecological Hospital. In a statement, the president called the controversy over his birthplace a sideshow that distracted from important issues such as the federal budget. Trump, speaking from New Hampshire, told reporters that he was really happy that this had taken place and was ready to debate other issues. This is Clinton Little for DHK News.
Here's Braden Edwards with the latest sports. Braden.
Thanks guys, welcome to Evening Sports. Hawthorn midfielder Sam Mitchell is out of the running for the Brownlow this year, after being reported in last week's thrilling defeat against Geelong. Mitchell is still free to play in the Hawks' next game in round 7 against Port Adelaide, after accepting a reprimand for his rough conduct against Steve Johnson. In the same game, Geelong defender Matthew Scarlett escaped suspension after his high contact was deemed a legitimate spoiling action. Another casualty of the game, Hawthorn young gun Cyril Rioli, has undergone scans for a hamstring injury. The results were not as bad as first feared, and Rioli may be available for Hawthorn's next match against Port Adelaide. That's all the sports this evening. Have a great weekend. Back to you, Ivan, Anna.
Thanks, Bredo, and that's DHK News for tonight.
Thanks for choosing us. Good night, Ivan.
Good night, Anna. Good night, everyone. See you next week.